Do you know me? You'd think having won Wimbledon, people would recognize me. But without my racket, they don't. So I carry an American Express card. I use it on tour from here to Australia to the US. You know, airlines and restaurants are more impressed with this than a good backhand.
To apply for a card, look for this display wherever the card is welcomed.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
Excuse me, you Miss Wade? Really?
Howdy, I'm Kurt Folstead, General Manager, Metro Dodge, Anoka. Beat the 1979 price increases. We're going to double the size of our service department, so we need a lot of room. So we're having a huge 78 demo sale on the whole line. Take, for instance, the 78 Magnum, 6588, ready to go. And just remember, we have city volume with country prices at Metro Dodge, 650 East Main Street, Anoka, Minnesota.
Pass the sugar, Gladys.
Ralph, you ought to take better care of yourself and use a sugar substitute instead.
I don't like sugar substitutes.
You'll like sugar, twin. It looks like sugar, measures spoon for spoon just like sugar, and it tastes like sugar.
I don't believe it.
Believe it, it's on your cereal.
Gladys.
Ralph, pass the sugar, twin.
Sugar twin. So much like sugar, it could fool you.
Come and get it! Burger King has a real steak sandwich.
Who's got the best steak sandwich in the whole wide world?
Real steak!
Burger King and I.
It's flame broiled, it's delicious. Now steak's our newest thing. A juicy real steak sandwich. Real steak at Burger King.
Come and get it!
Who's got the best steak sandwich in the whole wide world? Real steak, Burger King and I.
Wow, look at that! A Jeep CJ! Hey! Now that's what I call exciting. Bet she's having fun. Boy, is that Jeep CJ rugged. That Jeep four-wheel drive is tough enough to go anywhere. Wow, now that's my kind of fun. Hey!
Fire!
The famous Jeep CJs, now available with options like automatic transmission, hardtop, even extra room.
Hope you don't mind my dropping in.
Come to Jeep Country in a Jeep CJ. We wrote the book on four-wheel drive.
All these fine super premium beers are brewed in America. And then there's also Heilemann Special Export. Special Export may just be the finest beer brewed in the world. Special Export is brewed with the finest domestic rice and imported hops, then fully krausened, naturally carbonated in the tradition of the great European beers. Heilemann Special Export may cost a little more, but you can travel the world over and never find a better beer.
Ever since recording tape was first introduced, one problem has been driving manufacturers crazy. Hiss. It can destroy even the most beautiful recordings. At Maxell, we've developed special oxides that have helped us virtually eliminate hiss and become the biggest selling tape among people who own quality hi-fi equipment. So when you record on Maxell, the only hissing you'll hear will be from our competitors.
Listen to your Maxell dealer for sound results.
KSTP TV is saying thanks again for making Eyewitness News the leading Twin Cities television news. You still have a chance to win thousands of dollars in prizes in our Thanks Again contest. To enter, you may pick up an entry blank at the KSTP Studios, 3415 University Avenue, St. Paul. Fill out the entry blank and place it in a standard-sized white envelope. Deliver to KSTP TV, 3415 University Avenue, St. Paul, during business hours by September 11th. Thanks again.
Tuesday night at 6:30, it's the Bud Grant Show. This week featuring highlights of the Minnesota Vikings Denver Broncos Monday Night Football game. Join Vikings head coach Bud Grant and Channel 5 sports director Bob Bruce at 6:30 Tuesday night, right here on Channel 5.
Next time you see a tree,
This is Bob Harkey, champion race driver. When I get out of my Indy car and into my passenger car, I don't drive the same. Even on freeways, the curves aren't banked like racetracks. Cars come in from excess roads and drivers are traveling at different speeds. That's why 55 is a good speed. It gives you more time to react and better control of your car. Saves money too. Drive like a pro. Drive 55. Thanks to this station and the Minnesota Safety Council for arranging this message.
Hi, my name is Nate Thomas, and Monday through Friday I work in this meat processing plant in South St. Paul. But I am also interested in photography. And one weekend a month, I'm learning to be a skilled photographer and getting paid while I learn in the Minnesota Army National Guard. There are hundreds of job skills available in the Minnesota Army National Guard that can benefit you. For more information, contact your local National Guard Armory or call this toll-free number.
Again this year, KSTP TV and Diamond Gyms will present Stairway to Stardom, a program in which amateur acts such as those you're seeing now have a chance to be seen and heard. Auditions for this year's show are starting now, so if you'd like to be part of this year's Stairway to Stardom, just call 225-2828 and information will be sent to you. That's 225-2828.
It's an election year, and across Minnesota, candidates are working hard toward the September 12th primary. And here at Eyewitness News, we're working hard as well as we prepare our coverage for that night. At this time of year, our sophisticated electronic equipment is augmented by computer for the fastest coverage of election results and developing trends. Our reporters will be on the spot live as the action unfolds with the complete election story. Join us September 12th as Eyewitness News presents the fastest, most complete primary coverage here on Channel 5.
Minnesota, the way we live may be killing us. Last year, nearly 16,000 Minnesotans suffered heart attacks, and over 12,000 died. Yet we still smoke cigarettes, eat fatty foods. Many look at exercise as drudgery. We don't control our high blood pressure. The Minnesota affiliate of the American Heart Association says, reduce your chances of heart attack by reducing the risk factors in your life. Write or call for more information. Remember, we're fighting for your life.
Channel 5, KSTP TV, St. Paul, Minneapolis.
NBC Late Night Movie presents Most Deadly Passage, starring Randolph Mantooth, Kevin Tighe, Jesse Vint, and Anthony Herrera.
I'm supporting Bob Short because I'm tired of the politicians who spend 90% of their time perpetuating themselves and dealing with their little special interest groups.
I would prefer to have someone that is not part of the old machinery.
He's a new face into the political scene, and I think he's just the type of guy who's aggressive enough from his past history to try and implement just what he says.
I firmly believe that he can do something. I think he's in that mold of certain men from Minnesota who are so effective because they are determined and they know their way around and they are hardworking and they are filled with a love for the citizens of this state.